We ready? Are we going?
There
Here
we
we
are.
go. Live
There
from
we are.
Long Island, New York. It's Love, Death, and Taxes on Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, Agnes. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm wonderful. Happy Valentine's Day. Look, I'm all ready for Valentine's Day. I'm showing the right fingers. Yes.
See? Yeah.
I'm all ready. I'm all ready. Yes. The hearts are there. Hearts are there. See?
All,
Yeah.
all dolled up. You're going out. You're going out. You're gonna go hang out. All those lovely, lovely rituals that we do on this day, and hope to enjoy them. If you're watching us live, I know this is an unusual time. It's 12:30 in the afternoon. Some of you may still be at work. Some of you have gone off on maybe a lovely excursion or a nice getaway. But we are here doing this a little early so that Agnes can go off and enjoy herself in the evening. Yes?
Yes. Yes. We do that. We will do that. This year, that's what we will do that. But I don't want you to think that that's what we were doing every year. You know,
Yeah.
we don't do that every year.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So every year it's just something different depending how we feel like. Sometimes one of us will be under the weather, so then we stay home, or sometimes we just decided to stay home because of the weather. It's I don't know. This is not a brand new relationship. No one needs to impress anyone. So we are in a different stage of life than other people. You know, so it's a little bit different. We do what we
Okay.
feel like. Maybe something different this year. Something different will be next year. You know, we just go with the flow. But nothing. It's about creating atmosphere that um, extraordinary atmosphere. Not about where you are, because you can create that in your own home. It's not about gifts, because for the marriage that my husband and I, we are together 15 years this year. So there is no need for im-
Mm.
impressing anyone. He gets him flowers every Friday, so this is not that I need to get flowers for this particular day. Although my house is always full of flowers, but you know what I mean. This is not that, oh, he has to show that one day in a year that he cares, or that I care. That it's not about that. It's about just creating atmosphere and a
Right.
loving spending
Right.
spend
But
creating
not you don't need to
creating nice
impress,
moments.
but at the same.
Yeah,
Okay. Go ahead.
creating nice moments. That's what it's all about. Creating
Okay.
nice
I missed
moments.
you. I missed you. So you don't need to. There you go. Those special moments that you'll remember for a very very long time. I used to think of it exactly like that. How many times you're and sometimes you remember going to realizing that you were allergic to cow brains, or other
I'm
times
sorry,
when you had a lovely lovely cruise. Yeah, it was so weird. It was so weird. We went French restaurant once, and it was delicious. Everything was absolutely delicious. And I think they call it sweetmeat, and the French call it sweetmeat, and it is the brain of the cow. But I think they put it in some sort of seafood sauce, and the next thing you know, it was not funny. It was not funny. It was not fun. But
I think I'm going to be allergic to
the
it right now.
evenings are always great. You know what I mean? And then the yeah, the less. I know you're like, oh no, that that would be a problem. But in general, I feel like it's always been a great and interesting thing. And you try to make so you not try to top yourself next year, or sometimes not so much topping yourself, but coming up with something unique and different that someone will remember forever, right? And so I know there are all these different ways, and I have some questions here from some people in the audience. I thought I'd run some of these by you. All right, you ready?
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Okay. This one is horrible. I don't know if I should start with this one. I'm going to start with another one and then come back. My partner's family believes in extravagant Valentine's gifts, but I think it's a waste of money. How do I keep the peace without breaking the bank? And guess, is this a guy or a girl? What do you think?
It's a guy. It's a guy.
It's
Right?
a guy.
Yeah.
Ethan, 36. I'm so sorry, bro. You have missed the point. What do you think? What would you say to Ethan?
So I have a feeling that it's a new relationship. So he needs to step it up. He needs to step it up. You know that that date's coming. Save up ahead of time. And if you want to keep the girl, because I have a feeling this is new relationship, so you have to impress her. You have to step her up. That's no other way around. If you want to keep her, what do you think?
Yeah, I would think so. I would think so. And then you're. I'm not saying you have to be extravagant, but you probably want to. You definitely want to show that you care, right? Um, I saw a really funny video the other day. So, wife walks in. It's like 2 weeks before Valentine's Day, and the wife, it's a wife, and she walks into her husband, and she's like, "How come you haven't asked me to be your Valentine yet?" And he's like, "What? But we're married. Of course you're gonna be my Valentine. It's not gonna be." And so there are certain expectations, but it would be lovely to also, romantically express some of those expectations, like in a different way. Yeah, of course, you're going to be my Valentine, but it'd be nice to be asked. And I was like thinking about that. It's like, you know what? She's not wrong. She's very aggressive, but she's not wrong. What do you think? Did your husband ask you to be his Valentine this year?
Believe it or not, this morning I asked him. I asked him. He's going to be my Valentine.
Okay. See?
You wouldn't expect that, but why not? Why not to
Was he
surprise him?
confused?
Look, he's still laughing. He's still laughing. That was the best joke ever. He goes like, but of course, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, I'm sorry, someone else asked me. And then what do you do?
Tonight? Yes, I'm busy tonight. Maybe next year. Better luck next year. Yes.
And he just doesn't come back home. All right. Oh, okay, so Ethan writes that. But then look at this. Look at I think these two people might have written from the same household. I just found out my partner never really cared about Valentine's Day and doesn't want to celebrate it. Am I overreacting for feeling hurt? And this is a woman. Her name is Emily, and she's 27. It sounds almost like they came from the same place. But yeah, what do you think? Yeah, all right. Don't
Emily?
celebrate it. You don't want to celebrate it, but what? Should this person feel hurt that the person does? I know somebody who's like this, and he's married, and he's like, I don't believe in any holidays. And I'm like, are you a Seventh-day Adventist? Do you not believe in any kind of holidays? And he's like, no, I just think that it's false and whatever. And I think that that's kind of an excuse, but that's how he feels. What do you think, Agnes?
Number one, yes, it is an excuse. Number two, Emily, just dump his broke butt. You know, that's all. But from from my experience, I'm going to tell you this, and just evaluating years that I've been growing up and maturing in a relationships. um, when your life is very busy, when you don't have time to take care of yourself too much, if you don't have, your life doesn't allow you to go out too much because you are so busy either with children, or you don't have enough money to go out, even for your birthday, or you don't go to the theater, you don't go out dancing, you don't go too often to the restaurants. That's when I was in that part of my life. That's when I was craving that, you know what, just because I don't do that for myself, I was expecting my partner to see that and cherish me even more on that particular day. Because if I'm home and have this uneventful life, and I do whatever I can to take care of my family and my partner, so I expect him, on particularly on that day, to take me dancing, to take me to a theater, to take me you know what I mean. Now when
Yes, yes.
more mature in my life is that where I have time to take care of myself, that I can go to have facial, that I can go and buy myself what, piece of clothing that I want, that I don't need anybody's permission or allowance for that. And we have date nights weekly, and I have flowers weekly. I'm in a better relationship in my life than I was before. Uh, so I
Mhm.
feel cherished on daily basis. So expectations for Valentine's Day are not as high to be celebrated just because I feel that I'm important for him throughout the year. So in a
Right.
relationship, partners need to evaluate where they are, and okay, if your partner is doing everything for you, if your partner is not taking time for themselves, if you cannot, because of children or because of finances, you don't go out too often, do something special on the day. Let them know that they are cherished, let them know that
Yeah.
they are being loved. If you don't have time, because there's a lot of couples, it's missing each other throughout life. I know a lot of people that they love each other very much, but she works days, he works nights, and on a weekend then you have like, I'm too tired to go and do anything. It's not lack of
Mm.
desire, it's simply lack of energy, you know or the children are always there. You have a newborn, or you have, kids comes first. So that's another situation where you have to set something up, even go in the basement or in a room when the kids are, asleep, and do something with, even have that one candle, one rose, or whatever. Do something special, just something special, to make them feel that your partner, doesn't matter man or woman, who is there, that they are being appreciated. I think that's more important than anything else. That I'm just talking from experience. And of course, when I was in my
Right.
20s, so yeah, you need to be impressed. And then this boyfriend in a new relationship has to show me how much he cares, how much he appreciates me, and how much he wants me. So you know it will be different Valentine's Day for young people, and different for more mature people, and depending on what kind of relationship you are in. That's all.
I've always felt as though it's important to show the other person as much as you possibly can, because the issue, and I'm sorry, Agnes. As a
Yes, yes.
guy, I feel as though, as a man, I feel as though I have to live by the Janet Jackson song, uh, "What Have You Done for Me Lately?" Because I swear, women will turn to you and say, "You have done something for them last week," and they don't take that and bank it. There's an expiration date on everything, and they just forget. You'll be like, "Didn't we go to so and so on Valentine's last year?" And do it, and it's like, well, that was that was last year. We're not talking about last year now. It's not. You have to be consistently doing things because that's a. And you'll hear women say that too. That men are not consistent. Oh, we used to do that when we were young. No, 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 no. You keep on doing it to keep the fire. It's like it's a fire, right? And to keep it going, you have to keep on putting um, fire firewood in it. You gotta keep on putting wood in the fire to make it blaze, as we would say in Jamaica. Blaze up the fire. And the only way to do that is keep on putting additional things in it. Here's the one I didn't want to start with.
Hmm.
Okay, because this one's a little sad, but it's also for Valentine's Day, but it's also something that I'm sure young people are dealing with. Jordan, 26, she says, "Hello, Jordan. Could that be a girl's name or could be a guy's name? My best friend, never, ever, ever. My best friend is dating my ex, and they're posting all over social media this Valentine's Day. It's making me feel some type of way. Should I say something or just ignore it?" First, I'm going to tell you, you shouldn't say anything. You should probably unfollow, 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 unfollow. Agreed, Agnes?
100%. 100%. Absolutely. Don't.
Yeah.
That's just crazy. That's just crazy.
I I think it's a mistake to say my best friend is dating my ex because it ain't your best
They're no longer your best friend. That's number one. Number two, you dodge the
friend.
bullet. You dodge the bullet because the
Yeah,
person
yeah,
wasn't meant
that's
to be with
right.
you.
And I guess, yeah, I guess. And I guess it could be possible that this ex is from, say she was a teenager at the time, and then now you're 26. But if you have a best friend, best friend, nah, I think the person should steer clear. Like, uh, anybody who has dated your brother, your sister, your best friend, you kind of want to stay away from. There are a lot of people in the world. There are a lot of people. I don't care how much you think that person is for you. The truth is, there's so many people in the world, and I think it's not necessary that you have to do that. But you'd feel bad, right, if you found out that someone was dating your ex. Oh, look, I'm asking the wrong question of the wrong person, aren't I, Agnes? You don't care. You'd be like, whatever. Get out of here.
I would feel sorry for that ex best friend because if
That's
you
right.
have a partner that leaves you for somebody else, and
Yeah.
well as the best friend, you know. So I feel like,
Mm,
whoo, I dodged a bullet. That's number one. Number two, it's like that person's gonna do the same thing to them, or maybe they're meant to be together. Like I don't believe in keeping someone against their will. You know,
right.
that just
Right.
not if someone is not with you, their serve it's their purpose in your life. They were, I guess, for either a reason or a season in your life, and their work in your life is done, and they have to move on. I wish them all the best. I would, if that would be me, you know what I would do? I would post the heart. Oh, you make such a lovely couple. Good luck. You know, it's. I wish you all the best. When is the wedding?
you
You know,
you'll be
I want
trolling them.
person personally, I don't care about things like that. Their child is showing off in front of someone. So people should not be hurting each other. Where there was love, there will be hate. Where there was something pleasant, there will be pain.
No, no.
But we don't have to personally, intentionally hurt each other. That life is too short for that. Just life too short, especially when it comes to
Yeah,
love.
let's hope we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
You know,
I definitely want you, whether or not you are in a relationship or not, right around this time. I know people get weird around Valentine's and Christmas too. Christmas too. Like people break up like right before Valentine's or sometimes right after Valentine's. I know someone who broke up with someone on Valentine's Day. But I want people to, feel, try not to hurt one another on purpose if you can, and try to stay away from it because there's a lot of expectation around this stuff, especially for people who are just getting in or out of relationships. There can be a lot of expectation. I don't want you to feel bad about the day. Personally, it's definitely. I like your message, Agnes. Let's be nice to one another. Let's not, go crazy. Yeah, and that is something that should go through all of our conversations nowadays because of where we're living right now. Apparently, we're having a very interesting time around the world and here nationally. But yeah, I definitely feel like that's something that people should work on. And so yeah, I think that's the last one I've got. Um, Oh, I recently started dating someone and they went all out for Valentine's Day. Expensive gifts, fancy dinner, the whole thing. And I'm not sure I feel the same way about them yet. How do I handle this without leading them on? And it's a guy, Mike, 34. So maybe he's got a sugar mama. Who knows?
well, that's, you know what, I'm not surprised if the girl's into him. She will try to impress him. She will go all the way out to show how, to set the
What do we
standard,
do, Agnes?
and also to set the standard. That will be me. That will
Mhm.
be me if I'm with. Meaning, if I have opportunity to show a person, okay, this is me and this is how I celebrate, I'm up here. So learn from that experience, so when something else comes up, don't come up so much lower than I am. There's only one way to go up. So, otherwise I'm not going to be happy. so, so maybe that's what she's doing. Maybe
But
she's
he's
setting
but
that standard.
what's interesting to me about this one is, yeah, he said, oh, that she's actually saying, "I want to be with you," and he's like here, he's at a mid, and she's like way up there, and so they have to work this out, like she's saying. Let me see how he reacts to it. Is that what you think?
Yeah, this is the situation.
How
I
do I
love
handle this without
you.
leading them on?
That's the situation. The one person will say I love you, and another will say for that
Mm.
thank you. They're not going to reciprocate with I
We'll
love you.
see.
Or I love another response. I love you, and the other person, oh, I have love for you
You
too.
say, "I love you." This is not the response you are looking for.
No,
These are not the responses you are looking for. I love you. Um, Thank you. I love you. Um, I know you love me.
no.
I love you. Have a great day. No, these are
Bye.
not the things you want to hear.
I heard another thing. I heard another thing. Saying I love you, that's the oldest
What's that?
lie in the world. Just because the guy would never say to a woman that he loves her. That's the kind of a player guy. Yeah. I know one
Hmm,
relationship like
I
that.
guess.
So it's
Never.
that's
He
not what
never
you
said.
that's not what you're looking for. That's not what you want to hear from someone that you have
No.
feelings for.
No, that's not what you want to hear. You want to hear "I love you" back, but that's the thing. Like this, that's what he's saying. He wants to handle it without leading them on, And I guess it's quite possible. Maybe he's got 2 or 3 Valentine's dinners that night. Because I actually know someone who had that problem. Um, but yeah, it is what it is. I mean, what you're gonna do. The ladies and gents, I hope you do enjoy your Valentine's Day. I hope you don't get your wires crossed. I hope you do have a really, really great evening with no unfortunate dinner problems and all of the intimacy and equal intimacy that you can probably ask for. Agnes, you wanna you wanna give an invocation as well
Oh my
as
God.
the
I just
as the saint of
the
Valentine's Day.
blessing,
Go ahead.
the blessing, the saint of love. May we all appreciate what we have in life and appreciate each other. That's the most important. Appreciate what you have in life and appreciate each other, no matter how little or how big. Just have appreciation for a person. That's all.
Ah, look at that gratitude, Valentine's Day gratitude. That's what we should probably have named this show. But yeah, ladies and gents, if you have more questions that you'd like to send in or you'd like to talk about a specific topic, you're going to send it to mailbag at love, death, and taxes. And when we get that email, we'll be able to talk to you about whatever it is you, especially if you want to come on the show. We're going to be having a lot of guests here. Fun and subscribe, like and subscribe, so that you can see more of it. Agnes, I figured out how to make YouTube like a podcast instead. There's like a specific thing for YouTube podcasting. We were just going live on here, but there's like a specific thing, and I'm going to put that on there. So when you're looking for your podcast, you not only look for it on your Alexa, on your e- e- she's responding.
You
On
said the
your
magic
Apple
word.
Podcasts, on your Spotify, but you'll also be able to go to YouTube and do it. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said
What'd
you
you
said
say?
the magic word. You said the magic word. Her name.
She's my yeah. She's my Valentine's today, which is kind of sad, but it's also kind of fun. Hey Alexa, it's Valentine's Day. What are you doing? I'm not quite sure.
You are too much. You are too much. Oh,
Y'all have a good day. Enjoy Valentine's, Agnes. Well, I was gonna say, tell your husband I said hello, but probably today's not the best day for that. You guys take care.
I'll tell him.
Have a
I'll
great day,
tell
and
him
we'll see you
nevertheless.
next week right here at Love,
Okay.
Death,
Bye
and
bye.
Taxes. All right.